And they thought no, they didn't even know yet. So they thought they caught us trying to ditch. So they brought us up to the office. They smelled our hands, thought we were smoking. Blah blah blah.
He said 3 different people smelled our hands.
So, anyways,
Everywhere we stopped, they smelled our hands.
couldn't get away. We were just
I've never had my hands smelled.
that was terrible. So they sent us back to class.
I'm in the studio making music up in that tree.
Come here, let me smell your
Kick
hand.
back and catch a vibe of me, then you'll be gone. Be chilling on another frequency, we hella gone.
Welcome back to another episode of Public School Stories with your boys Senseless One and No Limit Kid.
That's me.
Today, as guests, we have our friends Danny Boy and J3ezus over here, local rappers in the scene that we've met recently.
2/5 of Batch Records.
Yeah, Batch
Yes, sir.
Records. Give them a follow if you don't already.
Thank you for having us, bro. It means a lot.
You guys want to give a little breakdown of who you are, what you do, shit, before we start?
Yeah, you got it. I go by Danny Boy. I own an independent record label coming out of La Habra called Batch Records. I have 4 dope MCs on the crew, including myself, which is Prophecy, Bravo 562, Average Joe, and the J3ezus, the 3 before the E right next to me.
Yeah.
And I've been rapping since high school days, and we've been really pushing it, doing a lot of shows. I just opened up for 03 Greedo in Fresno. That was
fire.
lit. And I just dropped an album back in the days. Go scope that out for sure.
Yeah, it's a fire album. I swear y'all better go check that out. It follows them through high school too, which is cool because this is public school story. So yeah. What about you, J3ezus? What you been up to?
Yo, so I go by J3ezus, the 3 before the E.
Yeah.
For those of
Don't
you who
forget
don't
that.
know me, that's how you guys can find me on all streaming platforms, on Instagram as well. That's J3ezus. I'm an independent music producer and a rapper from Anaheim, California.
Okay.
And I met actually Danny Boy back in 2018. We were actually working at a mattress warehouse together.
Oh really? Mattress Warehouse. There we go.
Yeah. And it's crazy because at that time I wasn't like at all making or recording music,
Okay.
at all. I was just writing on a notepad on my phone, stuff like that. And when I met Danny, he's just like, yo, check out this song. I make music.
Yeah.
And so it tripped me out, because I'm like, there's this guy working at the same place that I'm at,
Yeah.
and he's making music. So like, why can't I?
Yeah, that's fire.
So from there, we just kind of picked up on, the same similarities as making music. And then I started hanging out with them, started recording, and here we are.
Dope, dude. Yeah, that's fire. I've been seeing these guys perform for about a year now. Man, we've been low-key performing like about the same time, so it's dope. Go check them out. Danny Boy, J3ezus of Batch Records. But yeah, let's get started. So what high school did y'all go to?
I went to Sonora High School in La Habra, California.
Shout out La Habra.
Shout out La Habra.
In the building.
OC.
I went to Catella, Anaheim.
Okay.
Anaheim.
Anaheim.
Nice. Off the bat, do you guys have any crazy stories that stick out like right away that you're like, this is the craziest shit from that time that's like...
Oh, man. Okay, so I was in this, I think it was math class. It was sophomore year. There was I'm trying to remember the teacher. I think her name was Miss Forsyth, dude.
That's funny, but
Yeah.
we don't have to put teachers on blast. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to you don't have to be able to.
Hey, I still remember you, though. Miss-
Yeah.
I still remember you, though.
You don't have to be able to Google a bitch. Like, nah, it's cool.
Oh, man. But anyways, dude, so in this classroom, it was dope, bro. Like, we used to come in there stanking like weed because it was like right after lunch. Yeah. So we would come in there, right? And then one time, this classmate of mine, a girl, she got her beats stolen. And they went in there and they started searching people, and everyone got scared because everyone had weed on them. Yeah. So we started stashing the weed all up in the classroom. Yeah, like beat headphones. Okay. She got her beats taken.
Like, nah, the fruit, dog. Like, you know.
No, like beats. Like
Yeah.
beats.
Yeah, beats by Dre. But yeah, so like everyone started stashing their weed in the classroom, and we're like, oh shit, we started stashing it before the cop came in to start searching everyone for the headphones. And when everyone like got done and they started searching us, there was one kid that left their backpack with their name like written on papers, and homeboy was slanging some bud. He got caught, and it was all bad. And like, yeah, they found him, and he got blamed for all that weed, and it was terrible, man. He was a friend of mine too, a good friend of mine.
Did you ever find out who stole the beats?
We never did.
Damn. So that bitch
What
got.
happened to the homie? Did he ever come back to school?
The homie got suspended. No, he got expelled, but then he ended up coming back like senior year. Yeah, he just went to La Habra, which is a rival school, and then he came back to Sonora.
Oh, for
That's
Yeah,
wild.
they let him back in.
Whoever stole those beats got somebody caught and came up on beats.
That's crazy. You know,
Oh,
those were
man.
popping back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those
Beats
beats
by
were the
Drake,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone had
beats
those.
were the shit.
That's crazy.
I mean, everybody who could afford them, it was kind of a flex. You know what I mean? Like, if you had
yeah.
beats, dude, it was kind of a flex. Motherfuckers wearing like the regular white fucking string fucking iPad shit.
Yeah,
and the
I used to
motherfucker
like
with the
those
beats
Beat
was
Tour ones. They had like that flattened like wire. Those
Okay.
shits were lit, man. Those were the first like the original like first generation beats when they were coming out. I always thought those were fire.
Kind of wrapped around your ear a little
Yeah.
those were the ones.
Yeah, those shits were sick.
bit.
That's when Bluetooth headphones was just being hot.
Right?
What about you? You got any stories off the bat? Jesus.
Well, to kind of keep it on the same similar topic, you know, because he kind of like boosted or brought up a memory of mine.
Yeah.
In elementary, there was a classmate of mine that also lost her headphones apparently.
Hey, they're a hot commodity, dog. They're a hot.
No, it was the rapper fool. Come on.
It's a hot commodity, dog.
So she made a like big scene about it, you know, and made the teacher like search everybody. And so the teacher like she's like, all right, I'm gonna get everybody in on their desks lined up, you know, standing with their personal stuff in front of them, and I'm gonna make you lay out all your stuff, take out all your stuff out of your backpack, out of your pockets, everything.
And it was you.
And I'm gonna search every single one of you guys until you know I figure out who's the one who took the headphones.
Yeah.
And so apparently the end of the story was that the best friend of hers was the one who stole.
Oh, shit.
But the funnier part was she got caught trying to hide them in the closet that we had. So like when it was, I guess the teacher had already searched her,
Yeah.
and she like kind of put in somebody else's shit, and then she grabbed it back.
She was trying to be
And then when the
slick
teacher
about it.
didn't see, she went over there to try to put it in the locker, and then the teacher caught her.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Scandalous. That's funny too, cause like
Scheming at an early age.
like when you're younger, you know, you don't really have that like super developed mentality to rob. It's still, you know, you kind of can make dumb mistakes still. You know what I'm
Just
saying?
do it on instinct. You're like,
You're just kind of like feeling out the waters. You kind of try it out if it's for you. You know what I mean? Like, once you
Yeah.
get caught, like,
No, once you get caught, yeah, you learn. You know, you learn like, dang,
Yeah,
I know where I
definitely.
messed up, and you know, if you want to continue being a criminal,
you're like, maybe this life's not for me.
man.
Maybe
So one of the questions you usually ask is, did you guys have a high school sweethearts? You know what I'm saying?
1, 0, or many. Doesn't matter.
I have, dude. Back in high school, you know, we all have that one high school, you know, sweetheart crush that we had, you know, the first love and shit. I dated her for 7 years, yo.
Oh shit, that wasn't
7
a
years.
sweetheart, dude. You married that bitch.
I was married, right?
That was
Dude,
called
you're
a
telling
wife.
me, bro. Oh man, yeah, I was with her for about 7 years. I think we got together. I think it was sophomore year, and then I dated her all the way, maybe like 2 years out of high school.
Damn,
Then we went-
you
then
guys
we
were
went our
those
separate ways.
kids. You guys
Yeah,
were those
we
kids
were.
always in class.
Oh,
I mean, you guys
man.
were always in the hallway holding hands and shit. Like,
Yeah, we were those. You know, making out in the hallways. We were just right there, you know,
dude,
not giving
all
a fuck.
the time.
I'm
Yeah.
not giving a fuck. I remember one
Just
time
straight macking it.
in 8th grade, bro, me and my girlfriend Bianca, I remember we used to every day before after
out,
school,
Bianca.
we used to mac down, bro, in 8th grade. 8th grade in front of everybody in front of the school. Until fucking one day the fucking principal just comes and like hits my shoulder like, yo, y'all can't be doing that in front of everybody like that. Like, what the hell? Shout out Bianca.
Now we had a corner that was like in the steps where basically it was like a little make-out cut where you'd always have like, you know, some fucking kid like standing lookout, and then he look at you and be like, go, 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 and you got like 10 seconds to mac and shit before somebody goes by. You're like, that shit was funny as fuck. We used to call it scamming. You know how to
Scamming,
scam?
That's what my dad calls it. Yeah. That's the first time I heard the word scam was my dad. He's like, yeah, did you guys scam? I was like, "What the fuck is scam?"
Because they'd be like, you know how to scam?
That's some Santana shit, dog.
That's some weird
'Cause
shit.
That's where my dad grew up.
I never
He's
heard
right
of
here in
that.
South
Nah,
Florida.
you never heard
Scam like
scamming?
that?
That's making out.
Making out.
That was making out. Swap and spit. Okay.
But in secret or what? Making out in secret?
Well, no, I mean,
just making out.
Making out in
scamming
general?
was just
Yeah.
like, yeah, just going face to face with someone.
Just macking it.
Interesting.
All right.
Funny word, right? Scam.
Only in Santana, huh?
Shout out Santana.
Man.
What's up with your sweetheart story?
Hey, sweethearts.
No, nothing like that I can really say was serious in high school.
Yeah.
You know, it was always like a different chick.
You know, you had a
Yeah,
crush.
well, yeah, no.
Oh well, crush.
So, I mean,
crush,
it
yeah,
was
but
no,
like
this motherfucker
it was
was
it
his-
was like he
No,
was, you know, he
this
was.
was-
You don't have to be married.
No, you didn't have to be married. You could tell a story about your first heartbreak or the first time you had to break a bitch's heart. You know what I mean? Because nobody was with somebody for 7 years, bro. That's just
I feel that.
that's a him thing.
That was me. I'm honest.
Like he missed all the
Yeah.
chances. Do you know how many girls were over there? This was like, no, I found the one.
That's funny. Yeah, dude. But if anything, like the closest thing I can say to that was some chick that I dated back in freshman year, right? And it was like just like a quick thing for like a month,
Yeah.
and we kind of just fucking disconnected from there. And back after we graduated, I got back with her.
Oh,
Like
yeah?
somehow, like it's like we just like randomly got back together. Like it, and the weirder thing was that it was like we already knew each other.
Yeah.
So it was like when we got back together, it was like it happened quick to a point to where we didn't go through those like puppy love phases, you know.
It's like,
And
we've
so
both been here before.
yeah,
Pay off the rent.
No, it's actually how me and my ex are. Actually, me and my ex split for like. I mean, my girl actually split for like 2 years, 2.5, and now we're back together. So I know exactly what you mean. There's no getting to know each other phase. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
it's like, okay, we already know what we're both about. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Let's
I
get
feel
it.
that.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Pick up the pieces.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, fucking multiples. I had in school, dude. I had a bitch fucking count my fucking girlfriends. I had like 6 or 7 in like a semester. But I was like, they're like, you're a player. I'm like, no, I'm not. They broke up with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I got 6 different bitches because I kept on playing. I'm like, nah, a bitch should break up with me. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm gonna go find someone else. But I had a chick be like, you a player. You had 6 different girlfriends. I'm like, shit, I wish, dude.
I had them. You know what I'm saying? I got 'em. Did y'all ever ditch in high school?
Yeah, I ditched. I remember this one time. It was pretty funny. So my friend got caught. They got caught smoking because there's some businesses right next to our high school, and there was like a big ass group, and they were like blazing it all together, and they got rolled up on, and like people ran, and like but a bunch of my homies ended up getting caught, and they got searched, and they went through their phones because they're allowed to fucking do that in
What the
high
heck?
school.
Oh, they are?
Apparently, but they went through all their
Apparently.
phones.
Well,
Apparently,
hell no, they're not.
La Habra, what can I say?
Yeah. Damn.
But they went through all their fucking phones and they found text messages like with me talking about like yo, I'm trying to meet up too, like I'm trying to
Wow.
blaze it, like
What the heck?
and like past text messages of us
Yeah.
like talking about smoking.
Dude, that's
And
crazy.
I remember
that's
when
hella
that-
illegal ass shit.
Yeah, that's some
Yeah.
fucked up shit,
That's
right?
that type of shit
Called
where
a-
they like do shit without your parents like consent when they're not supposed to because they're just testing the waters with what they could get away
We
with.
might
you
not
know?
That
know what
shit's
the fuck
bad.
you're talking about, but that sounds illegal as fuck.
Yeah.
Damn
For sure.
coppers.
Right.
But yeah, man, they went through all their text messages, and then
Damn.
a homie told me one that got away. He was like, "Yo, don't come to school." Like, what do you mean? I'm already on campus. I was like,
next and shit.
already on campus, a little too late for that. And he was like, "No, get out of here, bro." Like, yo, they're
Get
gonna
outta
call
here,
you.
bro.
They're gonna call you up.
Go to Mexico.
They're gonna call you right now. I fucking me.
They're gonna get
I
us.
was like, I'm out. So me and my 2 other homies were
Should
like,
grow a
dude,
beard. That's when he started.
I never regretted it. But it It was crazy. And yeah, so they told me to get out of there, and me and my other two homies were like, yo, should we get out? Should we get out of here? The bell already rang, and we're like, fuck it, let's go. On our way out, we get caught by a teacher. Teacher brings us in, dude. And he's like, what are you guys doing? Where you guys going? And we're like, I was running back to my car to go, like, you know, to go talk to my mom and everything. Yeah. And they were like, nah, like, we don't believe you. Like, let me smell your hands. They thought we were smoking. Literally, we had our hands out like that, and this fool goes, like, just started sniffing my hands.
You should just scratch your ass really quick.
I was like, what the fuck?
Tell me what it smelled like, dog. Like, does it turn you on?
Like, you're crazy, huh? And now that I'm, like, thinking about this, I'm like, damn, that's some, like, crazy
Your whole school
shit,
sounds
right?
sketch, bro.
Hey, Sonora. Hey, shout out.
Shout out Sonora.
CSI mode, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we gonna catch this.
Oh, yeah, dude. He thought he was a dog, too. He thought he was a police dog. He's like,
Yeah, he thought.
Let me smell.
It reminds me of the fool from How High, the security dude, ends up being all smoked out.
Oh, my God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was real, man. And I remember, so they didn't catch us for the text messages at that point, but they had us in school already, and they thought no, they didn't even know yet. So they thought they caught us trying to ditch. Yeah. So you know, they brought us up to office. They smelled our hands, thought we were smoking, blah blah blah.
He said 3 different people smelled our hands.
So, anyways,
everywhere we stopped, they smelled our.
Couldn't get away.
That's wild. I've never had my hand smelled.
That was crazy. Terrible. So they sent us back to class.
Nobody's ever been like, come here, let me smell your hand. Like, oh, shit.
Oh my God.
You smell suspicious. What's that smell? The fuck are you gonna garner, dude? You could have smelled my shirt. It smelled cigarette, dude. What the fuck?
Homeboy's like a K9 and shit. Homeboy's like a... Oh God. All right. So they send us back to class. A couple periods go by, and then next thing you know, they call us up. They're like, yo, they need you in the office. We go up there, and they're like, ha, I knew I smelled something in your hands. They're like, I knew I smelled something because they found the text messages. And they were like, look, you're on the phone.
I smelled something in your hand. Could have smelled my backpack. Could have smelled my shirt.
He's like, I knew you smelled something. Like, I knew it, you know, talking mad shit.
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, they fucking got us for the text messages, and it was just bullshit. Next thing you know, they sent me home. They're like, they're gonna call my parents, whatever.
I would have been pissed if I was your parents, dude.
Oh,
like
man.
if that was my kid, dude, I would have had some shit to tell the teachers, bro. Like, oh man, I should have a kid just for that. Like that's the only. Just so I could be up in the parent teacher conference starting some shit.
No, my parents are very old school, so when it comes to that, like I would get my ass whooped.
Yeah.
So I had to take full
They
precaution.
they even said the word weed. Like, oh my son,
weed. Oh, it's
it's
over, man. Yeah. So like they called my house, and next thing you know, I was there. My mom was in the living room. I went over there and I picked that up and I pretended to be my dad. They thought it was my pops the whole time.
That's funny,
and I got away with it, dude. And my mom was like, "Who was that on the phone?" I was like, "Oh, wrong number."
That's funny. I remember when Cameron's mom used to call. She'd be
pissed off.
No, she'd be like, "Where the hell are you at, Cameron?" And then we'd act like the homie's drunk dad or something in Mexican. He'd be like, "Hola, pues Camarón is fine. He's right here con nosotros. He's very good kid, you know. He's doing very good." And she'd be like, "Oh, okay, for sure. He's good there. See, he's very good boy, you know." Like she would believe it, dude. Like I would actually be able to get away with that.
That's hilarious. Sometimes you gotta.
What about you? You ever ditched back in the day? Got suspended?
Nah, not really like that, dude.
Nah.
You weren't a bad boy.
I was
Did
more.
you have good grades and shit?
I was
Were you a
I
good
was
student?
more.
Oh,
I was
that's
more
gonna be another
focused
thing
on
you
that.
gotta ask.
Yeah,
Were
did
you
you
a
have?
good kid or were you a bad kid?
So you were
Yeah,
more
no,
like
I
a
was-
good student?
I was more like on trying to
Graduate?
how would I tell you? No, like try to like do what my parents expect of me.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, you're
So-
first generation. Are you first generation, like born and raised from your parents' side over here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So like that was kind of like your mentality.
Yeah,
Just making them
It-
proud and stuff. Okay.
and more than anything, I was the first one to go to college. So
Oh,
Fire.
nice. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, did you do it?
Yeah.
What?
You went to college?
end
Did
up
you go to
doing all that
college?
shit?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about you.
Yeah. So thankfully I was able to graduate from everything, no problem. High school.
Nice.
know.
Yeah. Cheers. Go.
Thank
I don't think
you.
we're gonna have very many of these cheers as because
Yeah, we're sure.
Yeah.
Cheers to that shit.
So I ended up going to college for auto mechanic and diesel.
Hey.
Okay.
So it was more of like I said, trying to do what my parents expected me.
Yeah.
And my dad always had like this thing that he always wanted to be a mechanic.
Okay.
So he wanted me to experience that and see if
Yeah.
that worked out for me, because
Fire.
he knew that there was a big industry in that.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
and regardless of where I take off in it, I'll do good.
Yeah, he knew
Okay.
that.
Because
He would set you up with
there's always gonna be work,
Yeah.
and you can make good money off of it.
Yeah.
So that
No,
was
it's-
more
it
of
is. There's always gonna be
you know-
cars, automobiles, mechanics.
So, do you know how to fix cars and shit?
hey, I try, you know. You know,
I mean, we didn't go to school,
Hey.
but
We're
like,
YouTube University.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's not as easy, when you're really freaking putting your hands into it,
no, for sure.
and you
Yeah,
you have
fucking
you
YouTube videos.
sometimes even
Come clutch.
I'm
sometimes
like, dude,
even
this
when
video is only 30 minutes long, dog. It should take us like 30 minutes, dog. We're in there for 5 hours later. Like the video's only
Yeah,
30 minutes long.
for
How
real.
hard could it be, dog? Like, no, dude, that shit fucking sucks.
all it takes is you running into a little small problem too.
And
You
there's
know,
always a little small problem.
always.
Yeah, it never goes smooth. So there's
Yeah.
always a fucking screw that wants to
But
get
that's-
stuck or
That's
fucking.
that's the beautiful thing too, is that you learn so much from it. Is
How to
like
be able to
you can
move
never
past
stop
those.
learning, and that's what I love about it, is that it kind of transfers over to this music stuff that we're doing. It keeps us creative
Hey,
in all aspects.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Approach too. It might even help with the way you approach things. You know,
Yeah.
because mechanic I feel like it's all about your tools.
Yeah, I mean, we had to give up.
You
My
gotta
last
you
car,
gotta know your tools and what they do.
my last car fucking basically broke because we kept trying to fix it. And we were doing pretty good until it completely broke. And I mean, we learned a lot, but everybody also told me I shouldn't have started on a fucking BMW.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bad choice.
Dude, yeah, we had them for like 4 or 5 years. That was pretty fun. Like they were fun cars. I couldn't pay, but I paid low key. I paid somebody, you know what I mean, to pass that smog. You had to pay a little extra. Yeah. So you never really ditched though. Then that's what's up.
Oh.
Oh, we got it here. Hold on. There we go. We found some gold. Well, let's go.
He said, "Come on,
You remember, boy.
you remember, fool." I don't know what grade it was exactly, but I was talking to this chick,
Okay.
You know.
It starts off good.
and so yeah, so we had kicked it off for like a couple months, and we had the plan of like going off to her house, and hanging out and stuff. And so that day I ended up ditching just to kick it with her. But nothing, like I didn't get caught or
You didn't pop a
all that
cherry?
stuff,
Well, what happened? I think said nothing happened. Like, did something happen?
Yeah, dude. I mean, we went to her house, bro.
That's what I wanted to hear. All right, that's a good happy.
But
ending.
yeah, bro.
That was a happy ending to that
Nothing
story.
nothing more like, oh, I got caught, like all this extra stuff. Like, nah.
That's what's up.
It
No,
was
I
just
ditched
that
plenty of
happened,
times, and then
I went
never
home.
really got caught.
Had myself a meal, and
That's
I
what's
called
up.
it
That
a
was a
night.
successful day. You guys ever get suspended for any reason?
Nah, not me.
No, damn, this fool was a good boy. That's what's up. That's what's up. I envy you, dude, because I tried to be a good boy, and it was like against my ability. Like I got like trouble would find me no matter what. Like fuck, like.
Dude, I just love ditching. I really did love ditching.
Ditching was fun, man. I've been doing that. I was doing that since middle school.
Yeah, me too, dude. I started ditching in 8th grade, and
no, dude,
just
I
that
had
shit was.
perfect
I was a
attendance.
badass kid, bro. Really bad
I
kid.
had perfect
same.
attendance up to like 7th, 8th grade. That's when I started fucking around. But up to then, I have the awards still. I got the perfect attendance awards. Like,
Hey,
my mom-
there you go.
Cool.
I could
mom
drink
got
to
'em-
that.
My mom got them in a binder because those are the only awards I could get. You know what I mean? So she framed those bitches. You know.
There you go. She's like, bam.
Yeah. You suspend. I know you got suspended for that text at one time, right? Or just saying home or whatever.
The what? Oh, no, I got a story about that. I usually, when I was in high school, and when it came to like getting suspended, I always knew how to like talk my way out of it.
Getting suspended.
I always knew.
With the principal and shit.
Yeah, I was, man. I remember, well, in middle school, I had this assistant principal. He didn't like me, bro. He kept trying to get me suspended, man.
That's crazy.
Always. But every time the principal walked in,
Yeah.
he would be like, "Hey, Lugo, what you doing here?" And I was like, Miss Lopez got me here, right?"
Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, "Come with me." And
Fuck you, Miss Lopez. Shout out.
and then he would stop. Oh, it's a dude, by the way. It's Mister.
Oh, Mr. Lopez. Fuck you.
And
And
he
your
would.
wife.
Yeah.
Fuck Miss Lopez.
Oh man, but he would stop. He would stop the principal and be like, "Wait, like, what you doing? I'm about to suspend him. You know, like I'm gonna get rid of the problem, basically." And he was like, "Nah." He would tell him, "No, like, let him keep going. Like, I believe in this guy." Yeah, and he fucking he kept me in there, and I graduated, or I went from middle school to high school, and then when I got into high school, freshman year, almost got suspended, bro. Okay, so you remember Odd Future?
Yeah. I'll
Tyler
teach
the
you.
Creator, all that.
Yeah.
But when they were going crazy, I'm talking
yeah.
about when they were like Odd Future Wolfgang and all that.
Yeah. When they had the show and all that too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And they were like just going crazy, and they were like saying like a bunch of like subliminal stuff in their music.
Yeah.
And it was like kill people, burn shit, fuck school, and they
Mm-hmm.
were like saying all that. So and one of their logos was like an upside down cross with like Odd Future Wolfgang on it.
Yeah.
I drew that.
Mm.
And I wrote like kill people, burn shit, fuck school. You know, like 'cause I was a big
shit.
fan. I was a big fan.
Yeah.
My homie grabbed that, taped it on the teacher's door.
Oh shit.
And you know, like it went the whole period. No one saw it until they saw it.
Yeah.
And like they were like, "Yo, like
These
what
were like
happened? Like
terroristic
there were
threats
did
and
someone?
stuff.
Yeah,
666 shit.
basically, they were like tripping about it, and they asked, "Did anybody like grab tape from your desk?" And they were like, "Yeah, this one kid, which was my friend.
Yeah.
Ironically, his name's Daniel because we had the same name.
Yeah. What the heck?
It's fucking hilarious, dude. So that's gonna play later in the story. But yeah, so like they found it, they called him up to the office, and then they called him first, and then they came after me.
Wow. He snitched on you right away. Yeah.
He didn't, bro. I walked in. Watch this. I walked in.
For no reason.
I actually did. Surprise.
Fuck you, Daniel.
Hey, he's still the homie till this day. Shout out to Fish.
So tell me, fish.
The homie Fish. So we walk in there, bro. He walks in there, they talk to him, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they tell him, but I walk in there and I'm like listening. And they were like, the other Daniel just walked in. And I was like, okay. So they got the homie already.
blind,
So
yeah.
I already knew. So I walked in there and they're like, hey, take a seat. And I was like, okay, so I'm here for a drawing, right? And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, Odd Future Wolfgang, like that's a rap band, like, you know.
Oh,
like I drew that, you know, it was all me.
Yeah.
They were looking for the person who
So
drew
you
it.
pretty much snitched on yourself.
I told him like, yo, this is a good ass band. Like, this is not gang. They thought it was a gang related thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, this is like a rap group. Like, search them up. Go ahead. They YouTubed it and they like they listened to the lyrics and they were like, you should be listening to this. I was
Wow.
like, they're like 16, 17. Like, you know,
That's
they're
crazy.
like my age. Like, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, no, that's easy to get caught up on some stuff like that in school back in the day, you know, because you just want to represent what you love.
Dude,
And
I got in trouble for drawing a fucking weed leaf.
A weed leaf.
I got in trouble for drawing a fucking weed leaf, dog. They fucking called me like they made a deal about it.
They make a
dog.
big deal about it.
And then
Like,
I just
literally.
told them I saw the design of my uncle's weed buckle and I just wanted to redraw it. You know what I mean?
Like, you look cool. You look cool.
I might have thrown my uncle under the bus on that one, but I was
Shout
just
out
like,
Theo.
I fucking saw it on a buckle, dude. Like, shout out my uncle, yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, for me telling them like I drew it, they didn't suspend me. They kept they said I'm good to go to school the next day. They suspended the homie because he's the one that taped it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh well, you know.
I mean, I don't
is-
think it requires like suspension, but I mean,
homeboy was suspended for like a
he's
week.
the one that did the dumbass act.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the.
Did you guys ever do any drugs?
Oh shit.
It's like I'm not even gonna pass the mic.
I'll go second on this one.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'll go second.
Did you ever like experiment? Because the only reason I went to school because all my drug dealers was there. Like that's where you went to go buy drugs. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know where to buy drugs outside of school. Like school had to be in session for me to buy drugs.
I used to sell some good ass weed in 9th grade.
Hey.
From OC. It was uber dank.
I was always surrounded by a lot of it, but I chose to stay out of it.
That's what's up, dude. This motherfucker's had his parents' oppression just like raining down on him. Like,
That's right.
And
but fuck, you probably better
that
off.
that was until college though.
Oh shit! That's what you try
It was
outside of weed.
It was just weed, yeah.
You didn't try acid, mushrooms, anything like that.
Not until after college.
After college, you
Yeah.
fucked around. He waited. He was a good boy, dude. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Just to get through school, you know. I'm like, I know if I fuck around, it's an easy slip up, you know.
Oh, sure, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like, we've seen a lot of people fucking slip up. I was taking drugs just to fucking deal with school. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, you're, fucking prison for kids and shit.
Yeah.
But, okay.
What was your favorite? Oh, you had the story. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
what?
was I was gonna ask you another question,
The only other drug that I tried when I was in public school would be Nas besides weed.
No,
But
In
Nas
class?
was like the party drug. No, I had never tried like psychedelics at that time or anything.
In class, though?
In class, no. At like parties.
At a party, yeah, like
Yeah,
after
you know.
school parties is where
After
the shit
school
went get
parties,
down,
yeah, they come with the huge Nas tank, and you're like 2 balloons for like $3 or something like
Yeah.
that.
I remember the Nas balloon days.
Oh man, I'll never forget that, dude. That was like the craziest 30 seconds. Just that high that had long as lasses.
You come back from that like half fucking retarded.
Oh,
like,
I've
you're
seen the craziest shit, dude. I've seen people like just pass out, start seizuring, dude. That's why I stopped doing that. I was
I
like,
was a really
so
bad
scary.
kid, bro.
I was a really bad kid, bro. No living.
I was so bad, bro. In fucking
This
8th.
this motherfucker got everybody on Freon, dog. That's what fucking
Yeah,
happened.
dog,
This
yeah.
introduced everybody
So,
to Freon.
what
He just
happened was
started
one day
a
in
web
8th
of
grade,
Freon.
One day in 8th grade, it was fucking me, my homie Turtle, which his name's Mikey, and it was and the homie Stevie. So like this fool Stevie, he was a cholo, and he was already like kicking it with like some of the bigger heads in the hood that he was trying to get into. So he was just bad, bro. Like we'd be at the bus stop in the morning about to get it to school, and this fool be smoking out of a potato and shit, like smoking bud, like. And my
I've
homie
tried
Mikey, he really wanted to be like a little gangbanger too, so like he looked up to Stevie a lot. And Mikey was the first person I met when I went to Moval, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I just looked up to Mikey too. We were like joined at the hip, so yeah, we met Stevie, and Stevie was like, "You guys want to ditch and shit or what? Let's go have a carne asada." In 8th grade, bro, ditch and have a carne asada, And that's literally what he said. So we go down the street, we ditch, and we go to some random dude's house, bro, and fucking we get in there, and then it's just like some older cholo fool, and he's just like, "Yeah, fool, like you fools ever do Freon before?"
Oh.
And I was just like, "Nah, I never did that shit before." So this fool goes across the street. He takes a black plastic bag, and he just goes across the street, and we like see him come back with a big black bag full of like air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he comes back inside, and he's just like, "Yo, hit this shit, eh?" And like he shows us how to hit it, and he's just like. He's like hitting the big trash bag, dog, and
Yeah.
fucking, he just like zones out. And then like the homie hits it, Stevie hits it, then Mikey hits it. And then they're all tripping and shit. And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna hit
Oh, yeah,
this
I'ma
shit,
try this shit.
So I hit that shit. So I guess, fuck, bro, you loop out, bro. Like right away, it just makes you go, like there's this thing, yeah, it's trippy, bro. Like there's this ringing that goes in your ear. It's like,
Damn.
yeah, bro, and like, fuck, when I fucking found that shit out, bro, like, I showed all the homies and
like,
shit,
try
like,
this shit.
I'd be like, bro, you ever do Freon before? Like, I'll be right back. And
I'll be right
fucking
back.
Yeah, bro, like, fuck, I was a bad kid,
Oh,
like, when I
shit.
learned how to do that.
Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
showed me how to do that shit. I had to I had this big old AC unit in the back of my house and shit. And it's kind of like, I'm not going to show people how to do it on the internet. Anyway, I felt...
Gonna have to edit that out. Gonna have to
something real bad. Anyway, I filled up a balloon and I showed my little sister and she fucking tripped the fuck out. She showed all her friends. But it was funny because the first time that I was doing this shit with my little sister, we filled up 2 balloons and I hit that shit and I could feel myself passing out. So I put myself down like fucking slowly, like the world's like fucking shattering, and I fucking hit the ground and I'm like slowly coming to. And I just remember my sister just looking down at me with the balloon still in her mouth. And it makes your voice really deep, you know? And I just remember her going, fuck, I thought you died. But still hitting her fucking balloon.
That's crazy.
No, man. Hey, no, but R.I.P. to the homie that Stevie, the one that with the crazy. That fool, no, but he ended up passing away. He ended up passing away. Yeah.
R.I.P.,
He
man.
ended up getting. Yeah, one of them. No, not the guy, but the homie Stevie. Like, no, just respects to the homie, no, but he was a dope dude. You know, R.I.P. Stevie Serta. But yeah, dude, that was a crazy days, and you know, don't ditch, kids. Go to school. And don't meet strangers. Don't meet strangers. That stranger danger's real.
Stranger danger's
Ask
real.
yourself, what would Jesus do?
He's right here. What would
Jesus with the E before the 3.
There we go.
The 3 before the E, my bad. I've been drinking. All right.
Yeah, so there's some drug stories for y'all.
There you go.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, that was an educational segment on public school.
Oh, hold on. Dude, the first time.
Science.
The first time. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Air Duster. It's basically the same shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard of this.
All right. Well, first time I had never heard of Air Duster. So people in class, I'm in this continuation school, so it's a whole range of fuck ups in this class. You know what I mean? There's fucking gangsters. There's girls that never showed up to class. There's that girl that got pregnant and never went back to school. You know what I mean? Just all the fuck ups, all the rejects from other schools. They were all in my school. All those guys, all of them were in my school. So I'm in class and we start talking about Air Duster, and the guy that brings it up is this gangster fool. No, actually, it's this party crew guy. So he dresses like a baller. He looks like he plays basketball, but I've never seen him hold a basketball. You know what I mean? Like, he's got like the rings, he's got the chains, he's got the jersey, he's got the fresh Jordans, fresh as fuck, that don't look like they've ever seen a blacktop. But we're
My
like,
boy
fucking
did it
shit.
for the drip.
Yeah, but he was drippy as fuck. But he had the chains,
That's why.
lugs, and it's gonna come up later, dog. This motherfucker was chained up. He had fucking thick ass fucking big old watch. And
Come on, you
shit.
think he's gonna be playing basketball with that shit?
But we started talking about Air Duster, and me, the gangster fool, and the baller guy end up saying like, "Fuck it, we'll go to Target, steal some Air Duster, do that shit behind Target." Dog. All right, so we end up stealing the fucking Air Duster. We go behind Target. Each one of us gets a 3-pack, so each one of us fucking gets a fucking Air Duster. And we're doing this shit. And as we're doing this shit, they're telling me about how some people pass out sometimes, so be careful. And we're like standing in a circle. And while we're talking about this shit, the baller dude takes a fat ass rip and just falls directly back, knocks his fucking head on the floor like, blah. He's fucking out. I'm tripping balls because right now my world's like blah, 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 blah. And I just watched this shit happen.
Damn.
The gangster dude goes, "We should rob this guy." I'm like, holy shit. I'm still tripping. I'm hitting this shit again. This fool's fucking bends down and start taking this guy's chains off. And he wakes up. And while he wakes up, he pretends to start shaking him like, "Hey, bro, you okay, dude?
No,
you okay?"
come on.
And the
That
guy's
feels
like,
good.
yeah, I'm good. He's like, "All right, man, I was worried about you." And he fucking helped him
Yeah,
fucking
right.
stand up, dude. The whole time I'm fucking hitting this shit, tripping balls. Like, I just watched this one. Like, this fool was about to wake up with no jewelry, no Jordans, maybe
Damn,
missing a
bro.
shirt. Like, who knows? Like, it was fucking crazy, dude. Like, But I just watched that shit.
It'll
go to-
always be the people you do drugs with that'll steal from you, bro. Don't
But
do
that
drugs,
was my first
kids.
my first time doing air. First and last, I think. First and last time.
Say never again.
I think I might have done it with a girlfriend. So I might be lying, but it might have been. Yeah, it was after. All right, so let me see. Have you guys? I mean, I don't know if I should ask you this, but this might be one of the ones. But I mean, did you guys ever try to have sex in school, or heard about anybody having sex in your school? Because there's always those rumors, you know what I mean? There's always because I feel
Always
there's one
rumors.
thing that I feel that's like dynamic in schools is that guys, when we're angry and we want to like fucking do harm to you, we just run up and fuck you up. You know what I mean? We're not. It's not. We don't really get much past that. You know what I mean? Every time I see you, it might be on, but it doesn't really get beyond that. When girls don't like each other, they start rumors.
They create a whole freaking
They
negative
fucking-
vibe, dude.
Yeah,
Like this whole
they get your
this
girls,
whole energy.
They get
dude,
your
that's
own
just-
girls to hate you. They start rumors about you getting tag teamed by the football team. They're like, oh, I saw that bitch. I saw that bitch coming out, fucking giving some dude head in the bathroom or some bullshit, dude. And some girls will fucking carry that rumor, and they never did that. You know what I mean? But there's some
Yeah.
fucking spiteful bitch that's like, fuck this bitch. So there's always rumors of. I remember rumors of like bitches getting trained, but. I would fucking ask motherfuckers, yo, I heard that bitch. They're like, nah, that should never happen, dog. So, you got something you heard at your school?
Sick ass rumors.
Sick ass rumors.
Yeah, no.
Just rumors and shit. What was the craziest one?
So, I mean, there was one when I was in junior high. I had this female PE teacher, right? And the other teacher that would be in the same period, but another like class, was a male teacher. And apparently, there was a day where we were all running a mile, where there was one of the kids that caught them fucking behind like
are
the
having some
bleachers
physical
or
education.
behind the bleachers or some shit
Behind
like
the bleachers,
that. Yeah.
that doesn't sound like. Teachers got offices. Like, they could fucking open the
Nah.
locker rooms and close them bitches.
Nah, it was like apparently on like some scandalous shit. So
Like,
like, you know,
like they wanted to get caught. Like they wanted to get excitement.
so you know, that
I
was
don't know, dude. If
that was
only
the first
one kid
craziest
caught him, I
one.
want to interview this motherfucker to see if he really seen it. Because this is just coming from one kid's mouth that just started this rumor. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Like,
hey, shout out to the rumors.
sick ass rumors.
Oh shit.
Right? No, I mean, that's all you had. Like, yo, dude, I heard that bitch was getting
Constant.
DP'd, bro.
Went around real quick.
So,
And there-
what was your guys' like favorite school overall? Like elementary, middle school, high school? Like what was your best experience ever? Like for me, I remember like my high school days were cool, but I remember like when I went to school in elementary in Huntington Beach, I went to a elementary that had like a zoo. It was like a whole farm. So yeah, you would be able to go to feed the pigs and like chickens and like do all this
sick.
random stuff like once a week.
You go to school
Yeah.
in Chino? Or
Huntington Beach.
Huntington
Yeah, when I was
Beach.
like
Wow.
cause like what happened was like we got taken away when I was younger,
fancy.
and we were in like Orangewood right here, like we were taken away by the state, by the city, you know what I mean, by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
county. So my dad finally got his back, and he ended up having a spot in Huntington Beach with my grandma, and that's when we ended up moving to HB. We kind of experienced like that lifestyle of like Huntington Beach, and like then I started skateboarding in Huntington Beach, and like it was cool because when I grew up in HB, that's when like Andrew Reynolds was like popular, and like
Oh, it's dope skater.
Dustin Dolan, and like they would eventually be the people that molded like my future of how I wanted to skate.
Hey.
You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out HB. That's why I love it so much. I love
HB.
skating there all the time. But yeah, I forgot the name of that. I think it was Golden View Elementary. Shout out Golden View
Golden View.
Elementary.
SoCal's the birthplace of fucking skateboarding and shit,
Yeah.
dude. Like, there's a lot of fucking shit that went down here skateboarding.
Yeah, I think HB was my favorite time in public school. What about you?
My favorite time would be high school, man. Just those from freshman year all the way to senior year, just that whole section, because that's where I was just recording music. I was skating.
Yeah.
I have no worries. You know, I was at that age where I can go out and do shit. Maybe not like go to the bars and shit, but I was out on the streets like skating, you know, I was smoking weed, like making music, bro. And just that time was just like really like cool because like I was handing out like mixtapes in high school too.
That's sick.
So, you know, that whole time was pretty dope. It was a nice experience.
That's badass.
sure.
Sounds like a, you know, like a dope
I fucking
beginning to a movie, you know what I'm saying? Like your journey that you're on now, you know, once it's complete, you'll have a dope ass story to tell, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I fucking hated middle school, dude. I got bullied. My fucking parents didn't know shit about style.
Was in middle school too, and it was in Santa Ana.
Yeah, dude, I didn't know shit. You know what I mean? I'm still figuring out myself. I didn't fucking have any type of swag. I didn't have any type of like self-defense. So I was fucked with a lot in middle school. I think that's what helped me kind of build up this exterior where I got, you know, clapbacks and all that shit. But it all started from me getting fucking... Dude, I got this one traumatizing ass time in my head, dude. And this is when I went to school in L.A. So it was a mixture of black kids, Mexicans, all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
And there was these two black girls on the bus. They were just roasting me, dude. Just going in on me about my fat mama. And I had no idea what mama jokes even were, bruh. Like, I had never heard of your mama joke, dude. These girls is just going in on me, talking about just roasting my ass. And my sister's right next to me. And I'm looking at her like, yo, that your mama too, bruh. But she's looking like, she's like fucking, like, getting room. Like, nah, she acting like she don't even know me. Like, she's like, yeah, she was not trying to catch none of that shit, dude. But these girls were just going in on me. And I'm just like, what did I do? You know? Like, I didn't even do nothing.
You didn't know about being roasted.
Dude, I had no idea, dude. So fucking like in middle school, I had no. It wasn't until fucking I think what helped me was going to that continuation school. Cause going to that continuation school, I fucking learned some shit. I got in fights. You know what I mean? I fucking did a lot of bullshit in that fucking continuation school with all the fuck ups. So yeah, but not only that, they used to call me Einstein. That was their nickname for me. Because they were all fucking dumb as fuck, dude. Like, like, dude, the teacher would be like, yo, like, who discovered America and shit? And somebody'd be like, fucking Jesus? and I'd be like, Christopher Columbus? You know what I mean? And they'd be like, oh, look at Einstein over here knowing all the answers. And I'm like, this is basic, like, 5th grade knowledge.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
We went to the same school in 8th grade and we didn't even know each other yet.
Oh yeah, we went to Spurgeon together.
Until we both moved to Mobile.
And we went to the same continuation school in Mobile with all the fuck ups.
We met each other, bro. Yeah, and then I told that fool, I was like, yeah, I lived right there in Santana. I went to Spurgeon.
I was like, oh shit, I went to Spurgeon.
And we're like, what the fuck?
And we went there around the same years, but never met each other.
Damn, that's crazy.
Who knows? Who knows? We might have met each other.
Like, probably a
Then
year
we ended
later.
up going to the same school in Riverside.
Yeah.
And then
That's a trip.
ended up moving back here. And now we're neighbors.
Now we're neighbors.
So it's like the universe has always wanted us to fucking, you know, do shit like this.
There you go.
But let's see. Oh yeah, what was I saying? So in fucking continuation school, dude, like coming back to high school, I did so good that they gave me extra credits, so I was able to go back to regular school. So once I went back to regular school, I had like, you know, some thicker skin. I had a little bit of reputation built up. I was already graffiti writing and shit, so that definitely helped me find myself. Because in middle school, you don't know who the fuck you are yet, and it's just figuring yourself out. And dude, I was fucked with a lot.
This fool was a sick ass tagger. When I first met him, you know, I was like hit ups on my fucking desk, and then I look over and I was just like, "Well, sick."
Tagging was my life. When I first met him, he was like, "Yo, my fucking skate shop that he was sponsored by was like, yo, they're looking for an artist to design skateboards for him if you're down."
Yeah.
And I went down there and I fucking designed a skateboard for him and fucking like 3 months later, we'd walk around and there was people everywhere with my fucking skateboard design all over Mobile and shit.
Probably like
Nice.
5,000 boards
Good
getting
shit.
printed out.
Yeah, dude, that shit was fucking
shit.
sick. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
that
I'm
was
fucking
tight.
17, 18. I got my fucking skateboard everywhere and shit.
And we had made our own company member down. Like,
Yeah,
made,
we
like, some
do.
shirts
I
and
mean, that
shit.
motherfucker gave me like $200 for the design.
Oh.
That guy was a
And then
piece
he,
of
like,
shit.
gave us like 3 boards.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to start charging y'all.
Yeah,
Like, we were just like,
Damn.
We're like, bro, you're selling thousands of my design, you piece of
yeah,
shit.
but now we made a term for that fool. His name's Dave. So like anytime somebody's being shady or anything, we just be like, fucking Dave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Fucking Dave does. Shit happens. That's how you
Dave's
learn.
gotta be
We're young and dumb.
We'd be like, Dave's like,
It still counts.
Dave's all.
It still counts. We're still in school, you know.
No, it was cool, but no, it was legendary. That's kind of like a story, like how we met too, and like linked up. And this fool sold me a beat maker.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I mean? And,
I told him I bought a little Fisher Price fucking beat maker and shit. Like I tried making beats, but I didn't like. It was a little loop studio. I forgot what it was called. It was like Looper,
Mixman.
the Mixman Loop Studio and shit. I sold it to him for like fucking $80 or some shit, and I don't remember how much.
It was like 50.
Yeah, and then fucking he just started making beats, and that's when we were like, "Dude, we should start rapping and shit." And that's when we fucking got into it. Created our freaking first rap group. It was pretty fun.
Jeez, that's sick right there. Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's
You gave me
crazy.
something right
Yeah,
there.
that's cool. That
Fuck
shit's
with
crazy.
Hell yeah,
For
guys.
sure. What about what was the name of your first mixtape in high school?
Oh, the first mixtape was the Dreams and Struggles.
Hey.
Yeah, bro. We recorded it on an iPhone. It was like in my homie's garage. We played it off of like a YouTube beats off of speakers.
Okay.
And SoundCloud back in the day, you were able to record your vocals. So like we would press play, let the beat rock.
In the background
One
and-
take, no fuck ups. If you fucked up, you gotta do it all over again. You know, you gotta run it back.
Bring some type of talent to it,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And yeah, I would just, we would record ourselves, post it on SoundCloud, and then I had a computer at home, so every time we got like maybe like 10, 12 songs, I'll turn them into a mixtape, start burning CDs, you know, and then
Fire.
we wrote our own covers. We wrote like Dreams and Struggles on the front on like a paper like flap, you know, like a
Yeah,
booklet.
dude, that's fire.
And yeah, dude,
Fucking OG shit.
that shit was good, man.
Yeah, no, for real.
Dude, this motherfucker, once I sold him that beat maker and shit, like this fool, he needed a computer to run this shit. So he would bring his whole computer on the bus.
Yeah.
Like not a laptop. Like it was a computer, keyboard, mouse,
Big ass monitor.
and a big ass monitor
No way.
on the bus from one city to another. Like did you
From Riverside all the way to Mobile, yeah.
was that
Yeah.
multiple buses?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was like,
Oh my, you right there at a bus
It'd be 2 buses. Yeah, I'll take the bus. I forgot the name, what numbers they were, but yeah, I'll take one from like La Sierra in Riverside all the way to Mobile. Yeah, and I'll just set up in the homie's garage. It started in like the homie Mello's garage, make some slappers, and then
Hell
it
yeah.
ended up like at the homie Tanner's house where we would like make music over.
Yeah, he
That's
just fucking sit
dedication
there,
right
like
there,
every
man.
time. Yeah, every
Dedication.
time he'd be like, "Fuck, should I bring my computer?" Or like,
I ended up just leaving it. I left it at the homie's Tanner's house for like 3 months, and then it just became like the homie's computers, you know. Like,
You're
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
yeah, just bring that shit on the bus every day. That shit was wild.
Yeah, that was some dedication, you know.
That
That's
is dedication
some
for
beginning
sure,
of the
man.
world shit. And I remember like we made this one song that actually went pretty viral in Mobile. It was called Fumes. And it was like
Fumes.
this tweaker fool that lived next door to the homie.
Uh-huh.
He fucking had this sick ass weed song that he wrote, dog, and it was a dope song for
Oh
real.
yeah.
And like I had this beat, and I don't know, I was like, he was just like, let me record this shit. And yeah, we recorded it, made like a dope song, and fucking. I remember like all the homies would hit me up for a copy. They'd be like, "Yo, let me get a copy of Fumes,
Hey,
dog." You
that's
know, like
right.
yeah, they would be out there bumping that shit.
The homie got hood famous.
There might still be a fucking
Like, it
CD
was like
out there floating
fumes,
around.
self-intoxication from the weed, the highest point elevated, never falling from the tree. What you got? Sacks of weed. What you like?
I don't
He
remember.
remembers
That shit
that. I'm
was
gonna have to hear that
yeah,
track.
Dude, it was
I'm gonna have
long.
to
We
hear
do not
that.
remember it.
I'm gonna have to hear that.
That shit went hard.
Is that on SoundCloud or something or what?
Nah,
Nah,
there's
it can't
like
be
a
found?
CD somewhere.
There's a
laying
CD
around.
somewhere.
I bet man Mello has a copy probably just laying around somewhere.
That computer's probably sitting in a fucking garage
I
somewhere
had it
with
in
all
my
those.
I don't know. It might be. I think it might actually be in our storage.
Yeah.
But the computer, like, it messed up. The power supply felt messed up, and back then I didn't know how to fix any of that shit. But the hard drive could be there.
Damn, it could be
The down
saved.
videos in there, you know.
Oh.
yeah, what?
That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, we got caught.
Hey,
doing
I didn't
graffiti,
hear what.
too.
That was
We're
another.
not keep
Yeah, I was gonna
saying,
say that's just gonna be another long ass story. We'll save that one. We'll save that one for another one.
We'll save that one for another one.
Did you guys have any favorite teachers when you went to school? Like some that actually fucking made a difference, or actually like smoked weed with you or something? Like what? Like did something? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it helped you, and it didn't have to be something crazy. But yeah, did you like any teachers?
There was one teacher, and you guys are gonna laugh when I say his name, or should I say his name? Fuck, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
Yo,
fuck it.
shout out Mr. Hardy, man. That was his name. Can't
There's
believe
a lot
it.
of Mr. Hardys.
Yeah, Mr. Hardy. He's
It's a common name.
Yeah, he's a dope dude, man. He fucking helped me a lot, dude. Especially going through school and having having his classroom open just to help me with homework and shit. So yeah, I appreciate that for sure.
Nah, that's dope. Homework is always confusing, and man, I didn't actually do good in high school, but later on when I went to college and like stuff like that, like it's good to kind of have a tutor or just some form of like knowledge that you can learn from for sure.
for real, man.
Yeah.
It helped.
What you got? You gotta have at least a story about this. You're a good motherfucker. Like you did good in school. You gotta have one favorite teacher, motherfucker.
Right.
Just hey, that doesn't line up though. Hold on.
No, it totally does.
Just because you do good in school doesn't mean you have a favorite teacher.
There has to be one favorite teacher. There has to be one favorite teacher.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well,
Where we at? 55. Nice.
not bad. So there was this one teacher that I had for history, right? And I was always like a big fan of history. Like that was my favorite subject. I loved learning about not only what happened in the past that was actually meaningful to like what we're doing, like purposeful in our lives, So it's just like whatever affected us, and it's just still affecting us now. Like I love learning about that because then I feel like I can still, like it's still gonna keep on going until the future. Whatever happened in the past is affecting you in the present, and it's gonna keep on going into the future somehow. Yeah. So it's just you gotta learn all of it in order for you to even be able to fathom to do any change whatsoever.
You face it, you go through it, and then you're able to help people.
Yeah. So
learn from it.
Yeah.
And so there was this history teacher that I had that he really actually loved telling you like the truth. It wasn't like just what was in the books, And I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, bro. I just can't.
You didn't like him that much.
But not.
The way you could go back
But
for sure.
But that dude was always like so energetic and like he always kept a vibe in the room, and even when kids didn't want to be in that freaking classroom and like fuck, I don't want to be in school and shit type shit, like he made sure that he made you feel like you're at home almost, So like he was that type of person. Like I'm gonna make sure that when you leave my class, you feel like damn, like I'm more at ease. I'm more peaceful and shit.
He was unforgettable.
Yeah, he was just that type of person, That just sucks, huh? That just sucks.
Shout out, unforgettable teachers. Shout out,
Teacher of the year right there.
Nah, dude, I had a teacher just like that. It's exactly like the whole time you were describing them. I'm like talking about Mr. P, Mr. Proposky. I remember your name. Just there you go.
I used to live next to a campus supervisor.
Oh,
my
yeah.
old middle school campus supervisor.
But I never went to his school.
His name was Herb.
Yeah.
So
Herb. Dude, but Mr. P was fucking the same shit. I think he might have been history or language arts. Actually, he might have been both, because in continuation school, you had the same teacher for like fucking 2 classes, and they could teach both, evidently. So, so I had Mr. P for history and language arts. I think so, if I'm remembering it correctly.
That was at March?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this fool was making learning fun, and I never really. Usually, teachers, fucking give you like do page to 5 to 15. If you need any help, let me know. And they just sit there and fucking read a book or some shit. You know what I mean?
Be on
Like,
their phone and shit.
yeah, like this fool was actually like trying to get us to learn. He knew he had a bunch of fuck ups in class, and he would fucking give us different ways to try to learn the curriculum without fucking making it seem tedious. Like it was really badass. And he would make it fun. Like anytime somebody answered, like called the class, it would be like he would do different impressions, and which is crazy because right now he does Broadway and shit. He does acting on stage.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
badass.
so he would do different impressions and shit. So we'd be like, do Stewie or Beavis and Butthead or Cartman or some shit. Yeah. So he'd answer the phone in that voice. And one time he got in trouble because the principal was calling.
Oh no.
And he answered it like as Beavis and Butthead or some shit. I did that shit. Yeah, dude, that shit was funny as fuck. And he would always like, fucking like. And one time I showed up to class fucked up. I might have already talked about this on the podcast before, but I showed up completely wasted. Shouldn't have been in school. Probably should have been suspended, expelled, and shit. And he just let me write out school in his class. He was like, I don't want you going.
Oh yeah, he said he let you sleep.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want you going to your next classes. He's like, you're fucking staying here as punishment.
Damn.
Even like he knew I loved my art class, so he goes, even if you sober up by art, you're not going to your fucking art class. He goes, because he was cool with my art teacher. And he was like, yeah, I talked to your art teacher. She doesn't want you in her fucking class either right now. So you're fucking staying in here for the rest of school. And I was like, damn. But, I mean, at least I didn't get in trouble. You know what I mean? He let me know I was being an asshole.
That was already the mess up school. Like, if you messed up there, you had to go to the other one. And, like, that's when all the full... who might have had a felony already were at and shit.
Oh,
The next
yeah,
school
yeah.
up past that, you're basically... It's like a jail school and shit. Like, it's like an extension of the jail and shit. But,
Yeah.
so that teacher fucking helped me out a lot. And I'm still friends with him on Facebook.
Hey,
Shout out
to
Mr.
him,
P, yeah.
bro.
He had
Mr.
the
P.
sickest fucking Star Wars wedding, bro. If you go on his page, this motherfucker, like literally, he was fucking Luke. No, he was Han Solo. And his
Solo.
wife was
Boy.
fucking Leia. And they had R2-D2 bring him the rings and all kinds of shit, dude. Like, that shit was
that's
fucking
crazy. That's
hard, bro.
creative right
Everybody,
there.
everybody at the weddings dressed up like fucking Star Wars characters. They all put their lightsabers up to have them walk under them and shit, dude. Like, they lit that motherfucker up, dude. It's so sick.
That's
Shout out
tight.
Mr. P. He was the
That's
very
Mr. P.
motherfucking
Shit
best.
that.
Oh yeah, for
Shout out
sure,
Mr.
for sure.
P.
My wedding is definitely gonna have some shit. Like,
That's tight,
everybody's
man.
gonna be dressed up like anime characters and shit. You
There
better
you
bring a
go.
cosplay.
That's sick. I like that. Creative.
Do you guys have any other stories that you want to get out of the way before the podcast ends? Like anything crazy that you want to, or how about this? What's the biggest lesson you learned from going to public school?
Oh man.
Yeah, because it could be about anything. It's not about like what curriculum you learn. You know what I mean? Like, what's the final lesson? Is it like dog eat dog? Is it you got to work hard to fucking, you know what I mean, get to where you want to be? Is it you could cheat the fucking system and do what you want as long as you know how to fucking get to where you're going? You know, because you could make it out of high school many different ways.
That's true. I would say just be yourself, man, and fucking, don't be scared to do it. Even though if you got that voice in your head, just fucking go out there and let the world know who you are. And yeah, that's pretty much, man.
Hey.
That's the way I see it. That's the way I got out of it.
Yeah.
Just keep doing what you love and fucking never stop, bro.
Yeah, don't let them make you a fucking conformist. Don't
Yeah,
let them
don't let 'em-
mold your mind. Be who
Exactly.
you are.
For sure, man. Because like, some people just be shy, they be in the corner. But no, go experience life, man. Talk to different people, don't fucking judge people just because of the way they look or whatever, 'Cause the next person could be like the coolest person ever, dude, and you wouldn't even know it. You would.
Also, yeah, so one thing I learned too is treat everybody equally, because there was like girls in middle school that I used to bully that later became so hot.
There we go.
And they remembered it, you know what I mean? Like,
Never forget it.
we still did stuff, but they were like, I remember when you used to bully me. They'd bring that up, like, dude, they would bring that up, like, dude, you gave me Horseface as a nickname, and then everybody called me Horseface, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, you're so hot. She's like, everybody called me Horseface for 3 years. I was like, fuck, I'm so sorry, I love you. Yeah, that true story.
True story. Yeah, no,
Alright,
for
what's
real
your
though.
biggest lesson?
Yeah, no, for sure. Respect everybody the same. my dad always told me the exact same thing. Like, you never know, somebody that you may disrespect today may be your boss in a few years, you know.
Hey.
So it's like you gotta treat everybody the same, no matter if they don't have like the same privileges or they don't come from the same, they have disadvantages more than advantages or whatnot.
Definitely.
So it was just more of knowing right from wrong and making sure that you choose right from wrong, you know.
Yeah.
So
How sick would it be to be your bully's boss, though?
Yeah.
Imagine you get like, oh, guess we got a new employee, and it's that motherfucker that used to shove your head in toilets and shit. You're like, oh shit, what's up?
for real.
You're gonna be my new bitch. Yeah, no, that's a fucking great lesson. That's definitely like what I was kind of saying about the girl that, be careful who you treat bad, because in the future somebody might be really hot.
You just never know.
Something like that, right? I just play. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for
I don't
having us.
remember what episode this is, but
Episode 6.
We'll be putting out more regularly.
Let's do it, man.
Peace.
Appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys coming through.
Hey, thank you for
Thank
having
you,
us.
Danny Boy. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We wish you guys nothing but success. You know what I'm saying? Keep killing the
Go.
stages. And another year of, killing it. Let's do a big festival next year. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's gonna be
Let's
a
talk
big goal.
about that.
Let's do that.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
y'all. Peace out.
Peace
We're
out, y'all. Thank you.